Welcome back to GoEngineer YouTube channel. I'm Jim Ward, a PDM Technical Support Specialist. In today's video, I will be covering how to upgrade SQL Server for SOLIDWORKS PDM. Before we get started, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Why would you want to upgrade the SQL Server? The biggest reason is SQL Server 2014 is the last version of SQL provided by SOLIDWORKS. And SOLIDWORKS 2022 does not support SQL Server 2014. So if you're going to move and upgrade to SOLIDWORKS 2022, then you must upgrade to SQL Server either 2016 or 2019. I do recommend going to 2019. That way you can go longer before you have to upgrade SQL again. As well, performance should be better in the later versions of SQL Server. Where do you go to get installation files? Well, if you're in the United States, you can visit this website. This site does have Express and Evaluation editions. For SQL Standard, you have to purchase that, so I would recommend that you contact the entity that you purchased it from and have them direct you to where to download the installation file set. SOLIDWORKS PDM Standard does use SQL Express. Express is free to use, so you're welcome to download the latest edition of that. SOLIDWORKS PDM Professional normally uses SQL Standard Server, and SQL Standard must be purchased. PDM Professional can also use SQL Enterprise. The Enterprise edition is much more expensive than the standard version, and so very few companies use that, but there are particular situations where Enterprise might be preferable. Okay, let's download SQL, and I'll show you how to get started with the upgrade. Here we are at the download site. Notice that they do offer options for SQL Server on the cloud. Here it is on premises. Down here below this is SQL Express. This on premises, if you choose download now, it immediately downloads the SSIE evaluation very fast. So if you download the Express, and again, you see that here's the Express. If you click on it, you can open the Express edition. You always want to do custom to make sure that you're getting what you like. It's asking you, where do you want to save your media? We'll just say on the C drive, SQL 2019. If you want, you can browse and choose a different location. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put on Express so I can keep track of which version this is. Then I'll choose install. And what that does then is it starts downloading the installation package. I'll pause the video because it may take a few minutes to get that download. Once the installation files were done downloading and unpacking, it immediately took me over into the SQL Server Installation Center. Notice here on the left, it does say installation, it does not say planning. And if you look down your list here, you notice up top it says new SQL Server standalone installation. Since you're doing an upgrade, this is not what you want. What you want is to come down here and choose upgrade from a previous version of SQL Server. So let's click that. Accept the licensing terms. And again, this is for SQL Express 2019. It did a check for updates. I'll choose next. So here we are. We're now ready to choose which instance we're going to upgrade. And notice since these are both Express editions, I can upgrade either one. You can only upgrade one instance at a time. With PDM, you're probably installing to one particular instance. If you're using PDM Professional, you're probably installing to the default instance. That's this MS SQL Server. For PDM Standard, you're probably installing to a named instance. That would be this SWPDM. In my case, it'd be SWPDM. Since I'm doing Express, I will choose SWPDM this time and choose Next. Notice that it jumped right past feature selection because it uses the features that have already been selected before. And now it's going into the upgrade progress. Okay, the installation is complete. And here's a summary. Status succeeded. So you can close this. Now this is SQL 2019. And for PDM to use it, you must be at or above cumulative update 4. For SQL Server, they use Cumulative Update instead of Service Packs. So now we need to go find and download the Cumulative Update, the latest one anyway, for SQL Server 2019. Notice I did a search for SQL Server 2019 Cumulative Update. There's a Microsoft.com Cumulative Update Package 18, seems to be the latest at this time. Don't be surprised if they come out with others. And then you just select download because this is English. The cumulative update is done downloading, so I can start it from here. So again, you must accept the license terms. And in this case, we upgraded SWPDM was the only instance that we updated to 2019. So I'm going to choose next. Let's see, files and use check is done. I'll choose next. Gives me a summary, and I'll finally choose update. So the update is complete. Gives us a status, everything has succeeded. Close, and that's it. Your SQL is now ready. You might want to reboot your server to make sure to refresh it, and you start using PDM again. That concludes the video on upgrading SQL Server. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Leave a comment below if you have a topic you'd like us to cover in a future video. Visit our website, goengineer.com, for access to professional training, upcoming events, and more from your #1 online technical resource. This has been Jim Ward from GoEngineer. Have a great day.